Hello, Umut here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to use my Arteza watercolors and paints to create an art journal with autumn colors. It's one of my favorite times of the year because I love the colors of the fall. So I'm taking my watercolors. There are 36 colors here, and I'm spraying some water to activate them. To make it work better, and I also sprayed my art journal pages. I'm using my Moleskine, and I will create my background with only watercolors. I will use some blues, turquoise blues, some yellow ochre, some browns that will represent the fall colors, and I will just create a mixture of these colors at the background and move from there. Today's art journal, I will really focus on the background, and if I can create a nice background, I don't want to cover it up as well, so it will be rather a little bit plain and less dimensional. But really my hero, I want it to be the background with these beautiful colors. These are my new paints that was sent to me by Arteza, and I've done a product review with them. I really find them very high quality. I will link down below the review video that I've done before, and we did a color swatch and everything, so you can see them in detail. And also I have a discount code that was shared generously by Arteza for my followers. So I will link all that information and how you can use that discount code down below as well. And you see the code on the screen too. And as usual, I will link down below the products I'm using today on my supply list. As you watch, what I am doing here is just making a mixture of the same colors, spraying my water from time to time to spread the color, and also I'm squeezing my brush to just let the water sip and carry the color. This brush comes with these watercolors, so it's very convenient and I really like it. It's very easy to use, and you can squeeze the water easily. It comes out quickly. I know this background might seem a little bit messy and not the most beautiful thing at the moment, but trust me, we will work on it. We are not finished yet, so we will shape it into a more beautiful background. And now it's time to refine it. I'm going to use my distress oxides. Of course, I dried my pages with my heat gun, and I'm now going to use three colors: vintage photo, fossilized amber, and wild honey. I'll just go around the pages when I see the same colors, and also I use vintage photo to make it a little bit more darker and lose the brightness a bit more. Because fall colors are a little bit more rich and muted. And after this step, I'm going to use some gold. So for this, I'm using my Arteza heavy body acrylic paint in gold color, and I'm using my jelly plate. It's a 6x6 jelly plate, the smallest. And I will put the paint on it and use my brayer to spread it, and after that, of course, if I use a jelly plate like this on my page, it will be a nice gold shine that is spread organically. You will see what I mean in a second when I do it, I guess. Now I'm going to press it here and there just to make it shine a little bit and give more interest, because when you look together with these colors, the gold shine makes a big difference. And I will show you in a second how it looks, because it's difficult to see from the camera, but I will try to catch the light. and show you how it looks. I would really recommend this method because it really looks nice. As you can see, if I can catch the light, it's here and there and it's very organic, and I love gold on these beautiful colors. Now our background looks much better with all this gold, and now it's time to stencil. I'm using this mini stencil set from Holtz, and it's for specifically for autumn. And I'm going to use these leaves. I was thinking maybe I use a couple of pumpkins too, but I changed my mind. Today is the day for simplicity for me. I will let my background shine, and that's the part that I love most about art journaling too. I love creating backgrounds and playing with colors. I'm going to use again 2-3 colors to go around my page and put these leaves with my distress oxides again. So I'm using vintage photo. Now I will change to wild honey a little bit, and it's very subtle, but you know, I'm using the same 2-3 colors all the time, so they are very cohesive. Probably fossilized amber is not showing a lot, but it is in some areas when it's blue or darker. So it's very subtle, but it's very elegant at the same time. So I will fill these two pages with these stencil and my oxides. Now I love my background. I told you it was going to look much better than the first look. And now this is burnt sienna, again heavy body acrylic, and I'm just going to do something to prepare for my sentiment. As I told you, I will be really simple. This came to my mind just to make it more interesting when I put my sentiment. It will be welcome fall, and I decided to make this brush stroke on my page just to go over the background, and over this I will use my stickers to write my sentiment. Because it's a very good heavy body acrylic paint, it covers it completely, and it gives an interesting look. For the second stroke I need to mix 2-3 colors. This is a dark blue, and then I have this dark green, and I will use some white to be able to make the same color, or at least close, with the background. So I'm mixing some green, so it needs to be a little bit greenish turquoise, and I try on my paper, and I'm happy with this color. And I will do the second brush stroke underneath this sienna color. And now I'm using this yellow ochre because these brush strokes look very harsh on the background, and there's a lot of ochre at the background. So I am going to do some strokes with my brayer to soften this look and make it look like it's a part of the page, more integrated. So I will put a little bit of yellow ochre with this brayer, very organically, very naturally, And when I feel it's too much, I clean it with my baby wipe before it dries, so I still have a little bit time. And it feels much better, more integrated. I have this sticker set by coincidence, so I decided this color goes well with over brown, and the other brown letters will go over the turquoise very well. So this is how I did it. And I'm watering down my gold to do some splashes only on my sentiment area, because there is a lot of gold at the background, although you can't see it now. So I want to make splashes only on these brush strokes. Again, it looks more interesting, there is more interest on it, and also more cohesive. Also, you will see later that I did some white gel pen over this sentiment to make it pop out more. You will see it from the pictures and my final look. And I'm using my brown marker to go around the edges to make my border. Then as a next step and last, I am using this rain stencil from Crafter's Workshop, and my 3D gloss gel from Prima to make this rainy look transparently. Rain is transparent anyway, and I don't want to touch the background anymore, but I want this interesting effect, and it rains a lot in fall, so I will go over it in all my page and cover all my page as if it's raining. And finally, after it dries, because when it dries it will dry clear, that's why I'm using my 3D gloss gel, not modeling paste or anything, I will use my crystal drops, which is also transparent, on these drops to make it look more 3D, because to me it's not 3D enough, it won't be, it will be a little bit flat, and I want raindrops like drops and a little bit raised on the page. You will see, but it needs to dry for you to see, so it will be next day when I show you that. And here we go, how it looks. I will show you what I used. I used my Nuvo crystal drops, which dries totally transparent, and it gives a nice raised look. It's like glossy accents. And I will show you after the stenciling dried, I just went over these drops and tried to give the same shape going over and using these drops, and they look much more raised than it was only with the paste. Here you can see how it's 3D, and it looks a very nice, it gives a very nice look, and it's organic. I didn't touch my background, it's totally transparent, but at the same time it's raining. So I hope you like this page. I really loved making this background and keeping it simple, and I love the colors. So thanks a lot for watching, and as usual I would be grateful if you leave likes or comments down below and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.